Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black.
What's up, all my movie loving maniacs? It's your boy Bangful B, and this might be the last video a part of this year's Last of the Factor Black History Month movie review special. The special where I talk about a piece of black cinema that I've either never seen before or have seen before and just revisiting for a special occasion. And with the Michael Jackson biopic coming out later this year that is starring Michael Jackson's own nephew, Jafar Jackson, as Michael Jackson, I thought, you know what, no, I think I might want to go back and revisit the Jacksons An American Dream miniseries that aired back in the early 90s. So let's review. So for those of you who have been living under a rock, the Jacksons American Dream is basically a mini-series biopic that chronicles the Jackson 5 from their inception to their turbulent relationship with their father Joe Jackson, Katherine Jackson, and basically their last tour together called the Victory Tour. Now, I have always seen this on TV back in the day, whether it's on BT, VH1, TV1, you name it. This has been played to death on TV, and I'm sure just about everybody has seen it. But for me, I've never watched it in its entirety. I always caught it in the middle or just started watching it and then waited to the end. And so now this was really the first time I watched it in its entirety. I tried to watch it on Tubi, but they took it off. But someone uploaded the entire movie on YouTube, so whoever that person is, thank you. And I managed to watch it all in one sitting, and believe me, I was almost tired by the time the end of it came on. But how do I feel? I quite enjoyed it, though it does, in quality-wise, it doesn't hold up very well, but I still enjoyed it, though it's definitely clear that this is definitely in need of an update. And not that this isn't bad in any way, I'm just saying it probably is a little bit good that they are making a new Michael Jackson movie. And plus, this, like I said, this only covers the Jackson 5s, the Jacksons, and basically that section of Michael Jackson's life. And the heart of the story is his parents, Joe and Katherine Jackson. And yes, this is indeed long. In fact, it's like 3 hours and 40-something minutes. But the main reason I've said that this is always in need of an update, because like I said, this covers the Jackson 5, and it doesn't really get into the latter half of Michael Jackson's life. So I don't know how the movie's going to do it, covering his life with the Jackson 5 and his life after them, but hopefully they can do it. In fact, as a filmmaker myself, I've always said like Michael Jackson's life should be a two-parter. The first part basically covers his life with the Jacksons and then his rise as a solo artist, and then the second part basically covers the rest of Michael Jackson's life up until his death. But nonetheless, I always felt that this movie still did a good job of covering his life with the Jackson 5, and Joe Jackson in particular. Joe Jackson, played by Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, who did an excellent job portraying Joe Jackson in this movie, but I can't help but feel that he only scratched the surface of how horrible Joe Jackson was in real life, because we've all heard the stories. We all know all the stories of him beating his kids with a switch, a belt, and just in... I know the man has passed on now, so rest in peace to him, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, he produced a music icon, but at what cost? Because, yeah, yes, he had to be tough on them just so that they can be successful as they are now, but at the same time, again, what cost? Because let's be real, we all know Michael Jackson, as great as he was, he was dealing with some personal things, and so, hey, as much as I'd hate to say it, I would gladly give up Thriller if it meant Michael Jackson had a better relationship with his father, but hey, it is what it is. Then you got Angela Bassett playing Katherine Jackson, one of the earliest performances she's ever did, and even in this movie alone, she was still excellent here. In fact, I don't know if she got any Emmy nominations for this, but I have to look that up. But Angela Bassett, and of course it's been memed in TikTok to death, with her going off on Joe Jackson. She had the final straw. She was like, "Go to bed, Joseph. Go to bed." Or when she found out Joe was cheating on her, and she was like, "No, I don't want you. No, I don't want you. I don't want you." Now, even though this is about the Jacksons and Joe Jackson by proxy, this miniseries does a good job at showcasing Michael Jackson's life throughout this moment and how sensitive he was and how he was trying to go for his father's approval, and then how he eventually transitioned into being a solo artist, and then how hard it was for everybody within the family to basically break away and diverge away from each other. And the older version of Michael is played by, um, I'm sorry, Wiley Draper. I have the notes put up here. Wiley Draper, who, from what I understand, has passed on a long time ago. But the young version of Michael is played by Jason Weaver, the singing voice of Simba from The Lion King, and you've seen him in other movies. This is one of the earliest performances he was in, and hey, I'm just happy Jason Weaver is getting the flowers he deserves now. Side note, their first child, Reby Jackson, is played by Monica Calhoun, who I know plays Mia from the Best Men movies. And that is one criticism I had towards this movie, is that they don't really get into the sisters. I mean, I know the sisters are not really the subject of this show, but at the same time, it would have been nice to give some more to them. Though it is heartbreaking to see her get married and her father's just not existing, and he showed up, but he didn't even walk her down the aisle. It just shows how cold he was. Side note: Terrence Howard plays Jackie Jackson in this movie, one of the earliest performances of Terrence Howard. That's crazy in itself. Then you got Billy D. Williams playing Berry Gordy and Vanessa Williams playing Suzanne D. Posse. Like I said, The Jacksons is a good chronicle on the life of the Jackson family, but it is in need of an upgrade. But still, even if we didn't get an updated version of this story, this is still good to have right here. And if anything, I just have fun just listening to how songs got made and hearing certain songs, and it definitely got my feet tapping while we watching. I'm gonna give The Jacksons' American Dream a solid hard eyes emoji. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have you seen The Jacksons' American Dream? If so, let me know what you think in the comments section below. This your boy Bankful B of The Last of the Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, and thank you so much for tuning in to this year's Last of the Factor Black History Month special. Peace.